Alright, believe me when I say that I tried pretty hard this morning to find a decent match for the Furfrou Xerneas deck, but I guess decency isn't in much people nowadays. So what's up, guys? Yeah, we are showing off the Xerneas Furfrou deck finally. Now, let me say right now, we both mulliganed in the beginning, and when I saw his cards, I was like, well, shit. I do not think this is going to be a good match, and it wasn't. I'm not even gonna spoil. I'm not even like hold it back or anything. It wasn't. But the thing is, this match showcases how the deck works. That is probably the only reason why I'm uploading it, because you guys get to see firsthand on how it actually functions and stuff like that. What makes the deck good. So here I noticed that I don't need Emolga. So next turn I am going to Ultra Ball it away. Now, if I draw into an energy next turn, that would be actually very helpful, because the way I see it, if I can draw an energy, I can attach it to one of my Pokemon. I can go ahead and Ultra Ball away my Colress and my Emolga, and then I can draw a fresh hand with my Juniper. But this deck should not give me no problem whatsoever, but he keeps putting me to sleep. So I mean, what can I do? So I use Perfected Layer to only get one energy, because like I said, the main focus is to kind of keep the energy in the deck until we need to spread it around to power things up. So that was the main focus that we were trying to do. So I'll go ahead and Ultra Ball the Emolga and Colress, like I said, and I think here I get an Aromatisse, so I can start moving the energy around, which I do. Good thing I do. Alright, so like I was saying, I could not seem to find a good match. Every time that I would at least get something set up, or I would take only one prize or knock out one EX Pokemon, they just left. They forfeited, and it was very frustrating. I could not find a game, and this was legit the only guy that stayed. But you know, unfortunately, isn't the best of matchups. It really isn't. And then he puts a DC on the Wurmple, and I don't know. I really don't know. I'm very sorry that I'm uploading this, but I got so frustrated that I needed something. I needed to use something, but thankfully this game shows how the deck works. As you can see, Xerneas' Geomancy is doing quite a bit of work. I am able to attach energies to the Pokemon on my bench, accelerating them pretty quick. Now with Aromatisse, it's very nice because I don't actually need energy on Aromatisse, because I can just transfer it off of Aromatisse and put it onto something else later. Now, what I'm trying to aim for, sorry, I had to clear my throat, is to at least draw into a Furfrou sometime soon. But right now, the way I look at it, I really do need a Fairy Garden, because as you can see, the poison damage is racking up and I'm being put to sleep, and luckily I do end up waking up. So I noticed that he has, I think, one more card in his hand and he'll have 7. Yeah, so I decided to end, screw it, let me get my fresh hand to 6, and let's hope we draw a Fairy Garden, and we do, which is very fortunate for us. So now all of our Pokemon that have a Fairy energy attached to it have free retreat costs. So that means no more poison for this Xerneas, and we have an active Xerneas ready to Rainbow Spear. Now, yeah, Rainbow Spear is definitely a weird attack, but it does quite a bit of damage for only 3. And if we already have another Xerneas on the bench, it's relatively very easy to power up. It actually powers up really fast. The only downside to it is, like I said, you need Super Rods. Now, when I was playtesting the deck, I should have probably recorded some of those matches, because I got a few good matches when I was doing my playtesting with the deck. But it doesn't make any sense to do a deck profile and then not test the deck at all, because then you can't see what the deck needs. Now, the deck could still use some work, but what can I do? Right here, I Skylit to see if I can find my one level ball in the deck, and I don't have it in my hand or in my deck whatsoever. So it's prize. It's very unfortunate. So I'm going to have to get an Ultra Ball, because I do want to get a Furfrou out in the field. It's practically the main star of the deck. Now, Xerneas has been putting some work into this video, so what can I say? It's actually doing some damage. And I'm sure I'm not going to need Mewtwo whatsoever for this deck, because the way that this guy is playing, yeah, again, very unfortunate. But like I said, this video demonstrates how the deck works. As you can see, I'm using Aromatizer's Fairy Transfer, and I'm moving all the energy off of that damaged Xerneas that it's really on like its last life kind of thing. Not really, it still has 80 HP left, but regardless, it doesn't really need the energy anymore. Let's just put it that way. It lived out its uses. That Xerneas is dead to me. It can stay on the bench unless I draw a super potion. That's all I can say. That Xerneas is dead for me. Do I have the level balls? I think I still have one level ball on the deck. I don't know if I did take it out or not, but regardless, since I know at some points I'll have to Ultra Ball energy, or if I do have to attack with Rainbow Spear, is one of the main reasons why I run 2 Super Rods, because I need to get the energy back into the deck, and I just can't afford to not have energy in the deck whatsoever. So it's really weird, since I run 3 DCEs, I did not draw any of them, I think. Which is, I don't know. I thought I would at least draw one of them, but I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and play a Muscle Band down onto the Furfrou. I'm going to transfer off one more energy off of my active Xerneas onto the Furfrou, because now we can use Energy Cutoff for a nice 100 damage. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, we are finally getting some prizes. Now, he needs to play a bench Pokemon or else he loses. Now, for those of you who don't know the TCG as much, if you do not have any more Pokemon in the field, it's almost like the same in the game. You lose. So, you have other ways of losing besides the knockout. Now, there, I really don't know what the hell he was going for. He attacked me knowing that I had Fur Coat. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. But honestly, this video does show how the deck works. It can work pretty fast, and it can get the job done. But I promise I will have a better matchup next time. Good God. Good Lord. May the darkness save this man.